A few years back, Josh Donaldson, the Toronto Blue Jay megastar who eventually left the team a couple of years ago, was mired in the anonymity, I know it sounds weird, of the Oakland Athletics before coming to Toronto made him a super-duper star. Now, we have a similar situation this week, and I think it's comparable in one way. Is if this guy can get his physical problems ironed out and his swing ironed out, he could be a superstar in Toronto because he has the skills. One of the better defensive third basemen of the 2010s and the 2020s. He's got some power. He's got a personality that I guess it's very team-oriented. And he's joined the Toronto Blue Jays in a trade this week that solidifies their infield, because with Bijou, Bichette, and Guerrero and Espinal on that side of the infield, having him at third base is going to fill a lot of needs. And not to say he's going to be platooned. He can fit in with Bijou several games a week. And if it works out, he's going to love playing at Rogers Center. So Matt Chapman, born April 28, 1993, is again the new full-time third baseman for the Blue Jays. Now born in Victorville, California. Played for the A's from 2017 to 2021, and obviously traded in the offseason. In both 2018 and 2019, he won the Platinum Glove Award, Fielding Bible Award, and the Gold Glove Award. He also won the Wilson Defensive Player of the Year Award in 2008 and was an All-Star in 2019. Now the trade breaks down like this. Occurred on March 16th. The Athletics traded Chapman to the Blue Jays for Gunnar Hoagland, Kevin Smith, Zach Logie, and Kirby Snead, four very good prospects in the Toronto system. Now, Chapman attended El Toro High School in Lake Forest, California. Now, in 2011, as a senior, he had a .422 batting average. Now, currently 28, he was undrafted out of high school in the 2011 Major League Baseball draft. So when he enrolled at Cora California State University, Fullerton, where he also played college baseball for the Cal State Fullerton Titans, and I saw him play back in the day, and he put up some really good numbers. In his junior year, he slashed in .312, .412, .498 with 6 homers and 48 RBIs in 54 games. He could hit for power, he had a seeing eye style with his offensive output. Great at third base, comparable to like the style of Brooks Robinson and even Josh Donaldson. Now, after this campaign, the Athletics selected Chapman in the first round of the 2014 MLB draft. Now, rumor has it Toronto was looking at him as a draft pick that year, but of course, Oakland had the better opportunity to get him. Now, after signing, Chapman made his pro debut with the rookie-level Arizona League Athletics. He was promoted to Class A Beloit Snappers after 3 games. In 50 games for Beloit, he batted .237 with 5 homers and 20 RBIs. He also played 1 game for the AA Midland Rockhounds at the end of the season. In his entire 2015 campaign was spent with the Class A Advanced Stockton Ports, where he had .250 average with 23 homers and 57 RBIs in 80 games. Chapman was eventually invited to Major League Spring Training with the Athletics in 2016. He began his season with Midland, and after hitting .244 with 29 homers and 83 RBIs in 117 games, he was promoted to the AAA, the iconic Nashville Sounds, in August, where he finished the season batting .197 with 7 homers and 13 RBIs in 18 games. He was the Texas League Player of the Year for 2016. Now, Chapman started the 2017 campaign playing for Nashville. However, he suffered a wrist injury on a check swing in the first series of the season and spent 2 weeks on the disabled list. In 49 games for Nashville, he had hit .257 with 16 homers and 30 RBIs. Now, his promotion to the Major Leagues came on June 15, 2007, but on June 16th, he finally got in the lineup. He had his first Major League hit and collected 3 RBIs, including the goal he had run against the Yankees. Sorry about that. He played on the 15th, but didn't have his first hit until the next day against the Pinstripes. Now, on September 6th, Chapman, get this, made headlines after he was thrown out of the game by umpire Mike Everett for arguing with LA Angels catcher Juan Gratterall. Chapman took exception to Gratterall staring at the Oakland batters, and Gratterall felt that the Athletics were trying to steal signs. He spent the remainder of the season with Oakland after his June 15 call-up. 14 homers, 40 RBIs, hitting .234 in 84 games, one of the better rookies of that campaign. Now, he was eventually placed on the disabled list on June 16, 2018 with a bruised right thumb and was activated on July 3rd. He finished the 2008 season with a .278 average with 24 home runs and 68 RBIs, offering solid base running and excellent defense both. Unfortunately, he underwent ulnar-sided seismoid bone excision surgery on the thumb on October 16 in LA, and soon after, his great efforts on the campaign were recognized with a Fielding Bible Award. Now, on November 4th, Chapman received a Rawlings Gold Glove Award as well as winning the Rawlings Platinum Glove Award. And he won that on the same group of players with his former high school teammate, the great Nolan Arenado. He also won the fan vote for the Platinum Glove Award. Now, on December 14, 2018, Chapman underwent left shoulder surgery. Now, 2019 was a career year, 36 home runs, 91 RBIs, despite hitting .249 in 156 games, but get this, struck out 147 times in 583 at-bats. Now, on September 12, 2020, Chapman decided to opt out for the remainder of the season due to hip tendonitis. And of course, that year his stats were way down. He only batted .232 with 10 homers and 25 RBIs as he struck out, get this, 54 times in 142 official at-bats. He last played on September 6 due to hip tendonitis and eventually underwent labrum surgery that month, ending his season. Now, in 2021, Chapman statistics went down again. He batted .210 but had 27 homers and 72 RBIs in 151 games. He also became the first Athletic to ever strike out 200 times in a season and had the lowest line drive percentage of any major leaguer at 14.6%. He also took more pitches per plate appearance than any other major league batter at 4.29. That year, although the numbers being down, he received his third career Gold Glove Award. On March 16, 2022, again, he was traded to Toronto. Now, with Toronto, I don't think management wants him to change a little bit. Although his swing, if it takes away a lot of his Ks. But if he can do like a line of 25 homers, 80 RBIs, have that good defensive percentage, it's really going to benefit Toronto in a lot of ways because they need that link at third base that the numbers Donaldson used to give them. Do you really have to replace that over the last couple of years? Now, Chapman has a reputation of being an elite defender who has exceptional range, arm strength, and arm accuracy. If anybody's seen him play in the Oakland against Toronto games, which a lot of people have, they know that for sure. His arm strength allows him to play at a deeper depth to feel a hard-hit ball hitting down his right side. He uses a two-handed gather on the forehand and a one-handed backhand with a basketball defensive crouch to prevent the ball from sailing. Now, during the off-season, he's good friends with catcher Garrett Stubbs in California, and of course they've been roommates through the years. Now, Chapman and his wife Taylor were married in Cabo San Lucas in December 2021, so it's still a newlywed. I think you're going to love Canada. Now, all Blue Jay fans can tell you, all you need to do is Toronto. You might just put him like, batting 6th or 7th. But like I said, if you can cut down the strikeouts, he's not a single hitter. He can hit home runs. But you see, the Western teams he played against, he knows how to beat the pitchers. And some of the benefits that Toronto is going to need this year to win the division or get into the playoffs, they have to do better against the Western side or the Central and West. And with Donaldson in New York, they had to do something to really comparable numbers because if we're going to play numerous key games against the Yankees and the Red Sox. But I think Toronto's still looking for one more infielder, either part-time and maybe one more outfielder, because Gurriel can play a lot of positions, so can Biggio. So you got to look at the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. You got Grichuk, you got Teoscar Hernandez, you got Gurriel, okay? You got Bichette, you got Guerrero, you got Chapman, you got Espinal, okay? This team is going to be loaded for bear. So 8 out of the 9, and Jansen has some power and different. So if they can sort out their catching, if they can platoon to get 20 home runs at catching, if they get 20 from Chapman, 30 from Biggio, 15 from Biggio, 30 from Bichette, 40 from Vladdy, 30 from Gricek, Teoscar getting 30, 35, and Gurriel getting 30, 35. It's going to be a lot of 7-2 games. And I say right now, unless something bad happens, Toronto's going to win 95 games. And getting Chapman is going to put them from 92 wins to 96. Chapman alone can win games just with his glove. And there were some problems last year. If you saw Guerrero playing a third and some with Bichette second base shortstop. If Bichette can stay away from bad defensive play, if Guerrero can, and don't forget Chapman can DH at times too, because he has he can give him a day off. He's going to play 140 games for Toronto. And 140 games, usually Toronto, with that, it's a hitter park. He's going to hit 25 to 30 home runs. That's all he has to do. And if he hits 40, my God, it's a bonus. But he's never been a big RBI guy. He's never hit 100 RBIs, but it depends who they put with him, eh? But Biggio, that's the youngster. But this guy, I mean, he's still young yet. He's like under the age of 30. And maybe the fire sale in Oakland, and Oakland has been getting rid of players on and off for the last few months before and after the strike being settled. It's going to be interesting. But this guy's a gamer, ladies and gentlemen. He's very, 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 very intense when it comes to his baseball. We see that. And let me tell you something. I'd rather have this guy on my team than off the team. A lot of strikeouts, but didn't hurt Dave Kingman. Didn't hurt a lot of players. And you know something? If you expect 25, 70, 240 from Chapman, you'll probably get it. So anything past there is bonus. But if he starts getting, 6 or 7 home runs in the first half, it could be dangerous. But then again, what are you losing? Most of the players we traded we're not going to use with the Blue Jays because we're full up with Gurriel and Teoscar and Bichette and Biggio and Guerrero. You need 4 more players. And Gricek is still around there too, so you do the math on that. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing here with our Major League Baseball podcast, let us know with a like, comment, or subscribe. And don't forget, as we say in baseball, go run for the fences, but don't strike out, because people, if you're 1 for 4 with a home run and 3 strikeouts is good, but if you're 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, the Toronto media is going to get on you. Thanks for listening. Bye.